All right, let's dive right into this explainer where we are going to completely unpack all the hype, the science, and the claims behind the MetaFlow blood sugar supplement. If you've been feeling chronically low on energy, waking up exhausted, or just dealing with those frustrating everyday blood sugar ups and downs, it is completely understandable to start looking around for something that might actually help. But we have to ask, is this product a legitimate option, or is it just another internet fad? Today, we're acting as your investigative guides. We're using only the facts, the source data, and verified reviews to build a really clear, totally honest picture of exactly what you're getting here.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to cover the blood sugar problem, look inside the natural formula, check out real results and comparisons, weigh the honest pros and cons, and finally go over pricing, the guarantee, and our final verdict.
So, let's kick things off with Section 1, the blood sugar problem. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Are you finding yourself completely out of gas by 3 p.m., constantly reaching for the cookie jar? Well, you are definitely not alone. The sources point out that millions of people ignore the root cause of these exact symptoms, which is very often unstable blood sugar. See, when your blood sugar experiences these rapid spikes followed by severe crashes, it literally drains your daily energy. It forces your metabolism into a sluggish crawl and leaves you fighting off intense sugar cravings that feel practically impossible to ignore just using willpower alone. It's an incredibly frustrating, exhausting cycle. The sources use this brilliant hotel analogy to explain what's actually happening on a cellular level, and honestly, it's such a helpful way to visualize it. Think of your body's cells as hotel rooms, okay? And your insulin is the keycard that opens the door to let glucose, which is your body's primary energy source, inside. Well, when you experience chronic high blood sugar and those repeated spikes we just talked about, it's like the locks on those hotel doors get completely jammed. The insulin keys just stop working. Because the glucose can't get into the cells, it just gets stuck floating around outside in your bloodstream, keeping your blood sugar elevated. Meanwhile, you are literally starved for energy on a cellular level because the fuel just can't get inside the room. That cellular starvation, that's exactly why you feel that heavy, sluggish afternoon crash. And that right there is exactly where MetaFlow enters the picture. But here's the interesting part. It's formulated as a unique daily liquid drop rather than your standard pill. It's built as a doctor-formulated dietary supplement specifically designed to address that exact cellular lock issue. The whole goal here is to support a steady metabolism, curb those relentless sugar cravings, and boost your overall daily vitality without adding any extra sugar or artificial stimulants into your system. Moving right along to Section 2, inside the natural formula. Because let's be real, a supplement is only ever as good as what is actually inside the bottle, right? So we really need to look closely at the exact clinical dosages for the primary ingredients. The formula relies on 6 specific plant extracts, and they are all manufactured in FDA-registered and GMP-certified facilities right here in the US. First up, you've got a generous 500 milligrams of cinnamon. Now, this isn't just a kitchen staple. It's actually the most researched culinary spice for blood sugar balance. Then there's 174 milligrams of licorice root, which is an ancient botanical staple used for centuries to reduce the specific kind of inflammation that's often linked to insulin resistance. We also see 75 milligrams of turmeric root for its powerful anti-inflammatory compound curcumin, plus 50 milligrams of coriander seed to specifically support healthy post-meal glucose responses. But here is the absolute star of the show, bitter melon. This ingredient has earned the fascinating nickname plant insulin. Get this, according to the clinical sources, its fruit contains 3 incredible natural compounds, charantin, polypeptide P, and visine. These don't just sit around passively in your stomach. They act on the body in a way that remarkably mimics your own naturally produced insulin. Essentially, they step in to help do the job of those hotel keys we talked about earlier. They assist in moving glucose directly out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it can finally be burned for steady, reliable energy. And then you have Japanese knotweed coming in to provide the molecular finishing touch by delivering a massive dose of resveratrol. It's 98% resveratrol, to be exact. Research links this specific polyphenol to significantly improved insulin sensitivity. It actually activates what is known as the AMPK metabolic pathway. You can kind of think of AMPK as your body's master metabolic switch. When it's activated, it acts as a molecular booster that helps every other plant extract in the MetaFlow formula work even harder to metabolize energy and support your entire system.
Using it is also incredibly simple. You just take a dropper full, which is about 2 milliliters, right under your tongue each morning. Because it's a liquid, taking it sublingually is literally the absolute fastest way for your body to absorb it. Or if you aren't really a fan of the natural earthy taste, just dropping it into a glass of cold water works totally fine too. But I want to be clear, and the sources are very clear on this as well. While MetaFlow supports healthy blood sugar, it is absolutely not a magic wand. It's designed to fit seamlessly into a healthy routine. Combining it with a real breakfast, smart snacking, and just a little bit of daily movement, that is how you truly maximize those cellular results over time.
Let's hit section 3, real results and comparisons. So you might be wondering why liquid drops instead of these standard capsules we are all so used to taking. Well, the data shows that the liquid format is specifically designed for significantly faster absorption into the bloodstream compared to standard capsules, which actually have to be broken down by your digestive tract first. Plus, let's be totally honest with ourselves. A lot of people are simply tired of swallowing large, chalky pills every single day. The drops just provide a much easier, frictionless daily routine that you are far more likely to actually stick with. And the customer feedback we've seen seems to strongly validate this liquid approach. Out of a massive sample size of more than 2,000 verified customers, MetaFlow holds an incredibly impressive 4.7 out of 5 overall rating. But honestly, even more telling than the star rating itself is the fact that a staggering 97% of reviewers say they would enthusiastically recommend this product to a friend or family member who is struggling with their energy levels. That's a huge number. Let's look at what people are actually saying in the real world. Verified users like Emily specifically note the complete disappearance of those terrible 3 p.m. energy drops. She mentions that her blood sugar feels way more steady through the day, and she echoes that common sentiment about how much easier and more pleasant the liquid drops are compared to swallowing handfuls of capsules. And then there's David's experience, which shows that you don't even have to tolerate the taste of the drops directly if you don't want to. Mixing them in cold water works just as well to kill off those afternoon sugar cravings. He noted that within just 2 weeks, his daily urge to hit the cookie jar every afternoon just kind of faded away naturally. It left him with steadier energy and way less sluggish mornings.
All right, section 4, weighing pros and cons.
To keep this explainer totally objective, we have to look at the bad alongside the good. While the all-natural formula, the fast-absorbing liquid format, and the proven ability to curb cravings are massive wins, there are some serious warnings you really need to be aware of. The absolute biggest negative here, and this is a major warning from independent reviewers, is that you risk buying dangerous, cheap, counterfeit products if you try to shop on third-party websites or massive online marketplaces. Those fake products won't have the valid guarantee and could genuinely be unsafe to consume. Another con is simply that this isn't an instant fix. It's a supplement that works by gradually supporting your body over weeks. Finally, because of the high demand and the careful sourcing of these highly specific natural ingredients, they frequently run low on genuine stock.
Finally, section 5, pricing, guarantee, and verdict.
So what's the damage? A single starter bottle of MetaFlow normally runs for $79 plus shipping. However, right now, there is a special launch discount available. If you opt for the bulk orders, which honestly most users do once they know the product works for them, it brings the price down significantly. A 3-bottle supply drops the cost to $64 a bottle, and the 6-bottle package brings it all the way down to just $49 a bottle. Plus, both of those bulk packages include free US shipping directly to your door, which saves you even more. Now, this is huge. To completely remove the risk of trying something new, Trusted NutraProducts offers a 60-day empty bottle money-back guarantee. That literally means you can use the entire bottle for 2 full months to truly test it out. If it simply doesn't work for your body, or if you just aren't seeing the balanced energy and reduced cravings you hoped for, you just contact their support team and they will refund your money. Absolutely no questions asked. So, here is our final verdicts. MetaFlow presents a really compelling, scientifically backed, all-natural option for those of us struggling with blood sugar spikes and daily energy crashes. But please remember that massive warning about fake products we discussed earlier. If you are ready to try these doctor-formulated drops, absolutely make sure you use the official, secure link we've provided in the description below. That is literally the only way to protect your purchase, ensure you get the genuine formula, and claim that 60-day money-back guarantee. I really want to leave you with this thought to ponder today. Imagine reclaiming your afternoons without those draining 3 p.m. crashes. Imagine just walking past the cookie jar without even a second thought. Ask yourself, what could you actually accomplish tomorrow with truly steady, reliable energy? Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we will catch you next time.